Nkunda and the FDLR Interahamwe, the former genocide Hutus, are political problems. And the international community and also President Kabila is trying to solve these problems in a military way, which I think is not right. The political arguments that Nkunda is using should be dealt with by President Kabila of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And you can put military pressure, and the UN can do that. But first of all, it is a political problem. Second is that after the elections in 2006, the international community drifted away with their attention to other parts of the world and thought that, we had successful elections and everything would be fine, and started to think even about a drawdown of troops, which I think is also a mistake. And third, the mandate of the United Nations in Congo is a mandate to, one of the most important parts of the mandate is to protect civilians under imminent threat of physical violence. The second line in that mandate is to support the FARDC, which is the Congolese army, to disarm or forcefully disarm foreign armed groups, and so on and so forth. And I think that over the year, the interpretation of this mandate has been blurred and confused, and the United Nations should have dealt more forcefully with the protection of civilians under imminent threat of physical violence.
Because now there are hundreds of thousands of people adrift again.
Yeah, over the year the situation deteriorated, and in the end, all the agreements, in the Goma agreement and the Nairobi agreement, etc., were not honored by neither party, and therefore the net result is that you have hundreds of thousands of internally displaced people, thousands of people have been killed, lots of destruction, and the international community and the United Nations and the government of the DRC have dug a hole, and they are deeper in the hole than ever. And now, one has to ask President Obasanjo to see if they can help them to dig out of it.
Faced with the present situation and dramatic developments, you see calls for more UN troops, a better mandate, a better interpretation of the mandate. Are those calls simply excuses for not doing anything?
Well, I won't say excuses, but I mean, every military commander wants to have more troops, of course. But let's start with the UN troops do what they are supposed to do, and their commanders do what they are supposed to do, to take action and take the responsibilities and authority. That is not so difficult to do. That is just to make sure that you take action when action is required, and that means that you have to take the risk that casualties might be on your side as well. And that is something that the troop contributing countries should realize, and they should realize that also when they are training their troops and preparing their troop for deployment to volatile areas and volatile missions such as Darfur, such as Sudan, such as the Congo, so that they are prepared for the worst, and that the worst is that you might have casualties. If you don't act, you are in a situation as you are in now.